these streams. All right, what's happening, everybody? You in the building with the Life Gang Avengers of Current Culture. It's me. It's the homie, living legend Larry. What's up, my brother?
Man, just doing my thing, man. Doing my thing.
Okay, well, as you do your thing, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we've got a pretty packed show tonight. We will be reviewing WandaVision, and we'll be doing the Easter eggs that we found, talking about it. What's up, Tressa C? We'll also be talking about some movie news dealing with AMC. If you guys was following the stock market today, there was a whole lot of crazy shenanigans that went on from GameStop to ANC. We're going to talk about that probably on the tail end of this review. And we've got some other Marvel news, and we're going to be reviewing the trailer for King Kong versus Godzilla. And if you haven't heard, guess who's the bad guy in that movie?
Ooh.
King Kong is supposed to be the bad guy.
What? I thought King Kong is supposed to be the good guy.
I saw two reports. One said King Kong was the good guy. One said King Kong was the bad guy.
No, I believe you. I'm just saying, I always thought that between those two, I thought King Kong was supposed to be the good guy. In fact, I thought it was supposed to be King Kong was supposed to be the good guy that ends up befriending Godzilla so the two of them can go up against the other one. What's the other one that comes in later?
The three-headed monster thing?
Yeah.
I don't know that thing's name, man. I don't know. So before the rest of the crew get here, Larry, let's jump into some quick. How did it make you laugh? The brother T Strings is in the building with his new studio, his Michigan what may have you, the Michigan Gold, trying to show the cuts for the sluts. T Strings, how you feeling, my brother?
What's up, man? Sitting over here tripping, man. My wife decided she wanted to rap in the studio, so they over in the next room recording, which is absolutely funny and terrible at the same time because she's never did anything in the studio.
So she over there spitting bars, T-String. How many bars she spitting?
I don't know. I just asked her, who is she, T40?
Be careful, man. Be careful. You still have to go to bed with her at night.
I know, man. You
don't want to wake up with some bruises.
And then she might mess around and decide to go 50 Cent and write a rap about you. So you better be careful over there. So we'll dive into the first meme. Now, you guys saw these memes all over the place. And I just want you guys to tell me which one is the funniest for you. And I am talking about, if you look, it's a bird. Is it a plane? No, it's Bernie. That's who it is. Bernie popped up.
These names are killing it, man.
He's killing. So you got that one. You got that one from Bernie. Then you got this one from Bernie. Okay, we're not done. Then we got this one from Bernie.
That's great.
The Queen's Gambit right there. Okay, still not done because you know we got to get the black folks too. Boom, there's Bernie. Sitting right there as Sean is talking to his daddy, 50 Cent, who winds up killing him. And in a twist of Winterfell, there's Bernie again.
Man, it was so many of those things floating around. It was terrible.
Man, and Bernie Sanders, he laughed it off and he wound up raising some money for charity by making a T-shirt with that meme, with some of those memes on it. So,
wow. He said he raised a whole lot of money for those Vermont charities.
Yeah, man, he done good with it. I might have to go online and get me one of them Bernie T-shirts.
See, that's what a leader looks like right there. When something like that's happening and people are having fun, sort of poking fun at you, you just roll with it. You laugh at yourself. You find a way to make a little money off of it, and you donate it to charity. Because if this was somebody else on the right, they would have been all butthurt and talking about it was disrespectful and everything else. So,
well, Bernie's the man, and there it is. So before we'll do the WandaVision Easter egg review when B. Avery gets in here. So let's talk about a little news. I want to get you brothers' perspective, and this Marvel news. So Marvel is getting ready to cast another well-known actor. and I want to know what you guys feel about Marvel casting this brother right here. You've seen him before in comics. It's been a long time, probably when all of us was about in our 20s and me in my teens, but Marvel is going after this brother right here. Jim Carrey.
For who?
They won't say. Let me read to you what they're saying. So Marvel is saying, according to sources, the well-known comedian and actor is currently being eyed by Kevin Feige as the latest big-name addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. According to our intel, talks have been held between the two parties, but there are no details yet on what the role in question could potentially be. The MCU has become famous for snapping up a mix of A-listers and esteemed character actors to play supporting parts in the franchise, though, and Jim Carrey would be a solid addition regardless of whether he was wanted as a scenery-chewing villain or a grounded, altogether more human presence. Then again, just because he's had talks doesn't necessarily mean that he will work out, but we've certainly got our fingers crossed. So, Larry, before I give it to you, let me introduce the brother, B. Avery. He's in the building.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
We good. We good. We can't pick on you and your microphone no more because T Strings done went and built a full-fledged traveling studio.
Oh, look at him! Look at him! Look at him! Yeah, I love it. I love it.
And then got Michael Myers popping up in the window.
I know. Sorry, I'm late, guys. Sorry, I'm late.
Everybody's got their microphone showing. I feel like I need to put mine in the frame or something.
Hey man, look, I only got a piece of mine showing, Larry. A little piece, just a little small piece. Sure.
I've been trying to figure out how to film without it being in the way.
Yeah.
I mean, all you gotta do. Yeah.
Hey everybody, how do I sound now?
Much better.
Do I sound like B. Avery in his
Here we go.
What's his name? What's the deep throated brother's name that we always?
Barry White.
Do I have my Barry White?
Let me get him.
B. Avery microphone now.
Let me get him for you, Larry. I really don't like soft drinks with fruity names. I like women that make my teeth sweat.
Oh, the teeth sweat, man.
We're all gonna be B. Avery right
And
now.
my setup is still crooked, but hey, we're gonna roll with it. You know?
Don't just be B. Avery.
That's my opinion right now. So B. Avery, we'll give it to you first. You get a privilege for coming in late.
Okay.
How do you feel about the rumor of Jim Carrey joining the MCU?
I didn't even hear that rumor, so this is news to me. Do you know what role he's gonna possibly play?
None of that has been hammered out yet.
I'm fine with it. I'm a big fan of Jim Carrey. He's very talented. I'm trying to think if he would be more of a serious role or kind of more comedy, because I know he can do both.
Right.
I know he was more of a serious role in Kick-Ass, the Kick-Ass 2 sequel, which I did not like, but and of course we all know him from his goofy stuff. I
got to interject on you, my brother. I liked him in Sonic. I liked him as the villain.
I forgot.
I liked him as the Riddler.
I kind of did too.
Yeah, I did too.
So I wouldn't mind seeing him. I wouldn't mind seeing him as a villain. I'm not sure where they would put him as a superhero, but
yeah,
yeah,
I can't see him as a superhero.
T Strings, how you feel about Jim Carrey joining the MCU?
I like Jim Carrey. I think it would be it would probably add a slightly different flavor to it. Mm-hmm. But I could really see him getting into a nice, good villain role.
Yeah, for sure. Sure.
He would probably I don't think he would serve good as anybody's sidekick or no recurring hero type. I think he would be really good as some deranged evil villain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
okay.
I can see that.
Maybe they're just gonna go ahead and mess with everybody's minds and make him the new Nick Fury, and then make a black dude Captain America. Just all kinds of race flipping it, just to piss people off. Because the fanboys will be out there losing their minds. Steam will be coming off their heads. They'll be up there bombing B. Avery's comment section.
Well, you know what, Larry? They probably would go crazy if they put this brother in the MCU, Bernie Sanders.
Oh, he should be there.
Throw him all up in the MCU. Look how the girls love him.
Yeah. Hilarious.
He should be there.
He should definitely be there. So
I feel like Bernie should be like the honorary replacement for Stan Lee. Just do a new cameo every movie.
I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that too. I'm cool with that, especially now that he got street credibility. Look at Bernie. Bernie damn everywhere. Black, white, it don't matter. Winterfell, he's everywhere. He's a star. Bernie's everywhere. So, all right, fellas, it is time for the Easter egg.
703. Sorry.
Time for those Easter eggs with WandaVision. But before we do all that, has everybody on the panel seen WandaVision?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I have not.
Okay. Well,
about to get spoiled.
Yeah, we're about to spoil it for you, my brother. So
go ahead, my man. It's all good.
All right. So B. Avery, give us your quick 2-minute rundown of a review of what you felt from WandaVision episode 3.
Well, yes. Hello, everybody. WandaVision episode 3, quick rundown it was just another great episode. They answered.
Wait. First, I have to stop you, B. Avery. I have to ask first. Do you even remember what happened? Because we know you watched it like 6 weeks ago.
This guy.
No, I'm teasing. Yes, I do remember, and I did not watch it 6 weeks ago. Just to let you know, I'm going to be watching the remaining episodes at the same time as everybody else. But yes, I do remember. But no, it was another great episode. It was better than the first two, in my opinion. The one with it being in color, I did appreciate that. I like the fact that it's answering some questions that that viewers have had, but it's also raising some more questions, and so it's keeping me entertained and interested all at the same time. I like that it was in color, it was just a good episode. And one of the questions that it's raising is like, I can't wait to see what happens next episode. Is like, how far Wanda's powers can go. What is she actually capable of? And she's creating a reality, but she has control. She doesn't have control. So that right there, on the fence of them answering things and not answering things is what's really keeping me excited.
Okay, Larry, quick 2 minutes. What did you think about WandaVision episode 3?
Yeah, man, I had a lot of fun with this one because they just did a really good job of setting it up like a 70s sitcom. And there were so many little just excerpts in there where it was just like that, where they did the montage, where they were riding the bikes and they're getting ice cream together. It was so 70s. It was funny. It was hilarious. It was more 70s than a real 70s show. It was. Yeah, I couldn't. I love this one. I'm gonna go back and probably watch it again tonight. It was just, this episode in itself was just a lot of fun, and you got to see where Wanda. I don't know if I'm spoiling it for people, but she's becoming more and more aware of her reality, if you want to call it that. Reality, not reality. She's becoming more aware, and they tried to do it subtly and then not so subtly, and it worked out well when they did it both ways. So. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I especially like the color. I like how they keep transitioning from 50s to 60s to 70s. And I think Wanda fully knows she's in an alternative reality, but what she's trying to do is keep people from, I guess, taking her out of that reality. That's what it felt like in this episode. And like B. Avery said, and like Larry said, they keep giving you little snippets of where the story is going. And we all have to keep in mind that not only are they giving you snippets to this series, but the snippets you're getting pertain to the movie universe as well. And I think that's so dope. And so for those of you that might have some questions about what was this, what was that, I think some of the things that we are about to uncover in our Easter egg review is going to let you know. And so T-Streams, what we did last week in the Easter egg review, I would ask B. Avery and Larry what they thought, and then I'll reveal what it is. So just follow along, and after we get done with this, we've got some more stuff we're going to cover. So first things first, fellas, Easter egg. What is this Easter egg pertaining to? And Larry, we give it to you first because usually you get it wrong.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know, but this one this was one of those things where it had very much like a 70s feel to it.
You getting warm, Larry.
It was more like a Mary Tyler Moore type show or something like that.
Oh, you close, man. You close. You close.
I want to say like a Brady Bunch sort of thing, but
bing, 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 bing.
Yeah,
you got it.
Avery, he got it.
He got it.
He got it. He got it. That's exactly what this is.
You got it.
This is them paying homage to the 70s Brady Bunch type family with the color, the graphics, everything in this whole episode, from the camera they used to the graphics they used on screen, was 70s equipment style. And this was their node to that. And they also wanted you to know that this episode was going to be in color. So that's why it says Wandavision in color.
In color. That's okay. Pretty great.
Okay, B. Avery, there's no way in hell he's going to get this one right. So I'm going to ask him first. Here we go, Larry. What's the Easter egg in this scene?
Oh, man. The one with the papaya? I know she's mentioned something about a papaya.
My man went to the fruit. B. Avery. B. Avery, what do you think this is an homage to?
My brother, I'm not sure, but let me see if I can figure it out, because I was going to go to the papaya too. He said he must be a papaya or a papaya, I think, when he watched it, meaning towards the children. But I don't know, man. I'm looking, man.
It's right.
House.
It's right.
That house looks like the It Is Enough house.
It's right in front of your eyes.
Oh man, is it the colors?
It's the colors, but what do the colors pertain to?
Wakanda. No, I'm joking. Blue.
Hydra.
Nope.
I mean, you got red and yellow. I don't think it's Iron Man, because you got blue in there too.
The Infinity Stones, fellas.
The Infinity Stones.
Yeah, that's an homage to the Infinity Stones, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
And I didn't get all the Easter eggs because from what I read, there was over 76 Easter eggs, and I was like, we ain't doing all of them. We're gonna do the few that we know.
Hey man, let's do them all, man. Let's do them all.
Man,
and 5 hour live.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro. No. All right, here we go. Here's the next one. What is this an Easter egg to? Larry, you first.
Oh man, I have no idea on this one.
Okay.
I figured it was something, but I didn't know what it was when I was watching it, but I knew it was something.
Okay.
The only thing I can think of is like an Easter egg of them trying to tear down her walls, trying to break her walls down and cut through to her.
Larry, you got that right. You hit it on the head. B.A. I ain't even got to go to you.
I was going to make a dirty joke.
Oh, my Lord. Y'all dudes, man. This is Herb. His name is Herb. And he's cutting through this wall, which is their homage to Sword trying to break into Wanda's reality. That's what this was. And you guys can remember Vision came out, sounds like, Herb, what the hell are you doing? You're cutting the wall.
I had a different take on that.
Go for it.
I think that this is like a glitch within the Matrix. Like with the Matrix being Wanda's reality that she created. And things are like, she like you just said a second ago, she has control, but she doesn't have control. I'm still on the fence to whether she's doing this herself or somebody's controlling her or both. And I feel like this Herb guy is one of the constructs in her mind. And because she doesn't have as much control as she wants, things are going awry with him trying to cut through a wall, because that don't make no sense. I mean, that's just how I saw it, is that she's not as focused. She can't concentrate. And because of that, things are kind of going haywire. You know, like another example of that would be, what if a neighbor of hers was kind of like walking in place or walking into a wall repeatedly or something? A normal human being wouldn't do that, but if it's a glitch in the system, hence this right here, maybe. I don't know. That's just that's what I was thinking.
Okay. From my very reliable sources, it was just basically an homage to Sword is trying to cut into her reality. But I can see exactly where B. Avery is going. And as a matter of fact, if you take both roads, you could probably end up at the same destination in talking about what they're doing. So we'll go on to it. Now, here's another one. And B. Avery just hit on this, Larry. So this is a 2-part Easter egg right here. Okay. 1 minute they're in color. Next minute the color goes out. Larry, what is this an homage to? What is this Easter egg dealing with?
Well, that was during that blackout during the when they caused a blackout across the whole town, right?
But what was the point, or what's the issue with the blackout, Larry?
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know.
B. Avery, I know you know.
Oh yeah, you know, I think this is the scene where Wanda was having those contractions.
Yep.
And she was losing her cotton picking. Why did I say cotton picking? Her freaking mind. Things going haywire. I don't know why I said cotton picking. That don't got nothing to do with nothing. But she's losing her stuff, man. The gears are coming loose. Yeah. And she's I mean, yeah, she is stressed out. She is going through some things. And you know, all women go through pain going through childbirth, bearing children. You know, but when you have a mutant with reality changing powers, you know, she gonna mess up some stuff, and so she messing up the electricity. It's falling apart. It's falling apart.
It causes you to lose your cotton picking mind.
He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right on that one, ladies and gentlemen. That man, he hitting them home runs today. Okay, now Larry, here's another one, and this is not an homage to Ashanti Rain on Me. This is what's going on here, Larry.
Jeez.
It is raining. It's raining. That's why they under the table.
Rain down.
Right. No, I remember the scene. I'm just trying to think of what it means.
Okay, you want me to pass it to B. Avery?
Yeah. I mean,
B. Avery, take a stab. What you think?
Wait. Wasn't there a scene when what's his name, when Thanos like snapped his finger and stuff was raining down on people?
Was it like meteors, fire or something?
Rain, fire. Right there.
Yeah, but that's not it. As a matter of fact, one of the people in the comment section got it completely right. So B. Avery, what you think?
Oh, the water breaking.
Water breaking.
Yeah, her water breaking.
I thought that when I saw it, and it just didn't come to mind seeing the still. But I was actually thinking that very thing when I was watching the show.
Shout out to Nita the Diva.
Nita the Diva. Check her out on YouTube. I will be making an appearance on her channel sooner or later because she's trying to get them numbers up, and only I can come over there and say such comments that won't get her in trouble with her audience. They can be in trouble with me.
Hey, didn't she pop up on your show once before?
Oh yeah, she popped up in here, and I had to kick her out. Up there talking about them housewives. I think she had something smart to say about Candy Burrs. I had to, get out of here, Nita. It wasn't Candy. It was her and Muchella picking on Professor Carey. Talking about lock and key. Yeah, man. That's why I had to kick her off.
Lock and key.
Okay, here's the next one. Larry, what was going on in this scene?
That was they were still, what's his name was still cutting through the wall, right? When he started asking him, they started asking her. I can't remember what he was asking her. He was asking her. That's when Vision was asking her something, and she was just sort of like deflecting, saying something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but she was deflecting, not trying to answer his question.
Right. Okay, B. Avery, what you think?
I don't know. I'm sorry where my mind is going, man. It's just a funny picture. It looked like she was trying to play with his Johnson, and they got caught. It's like, hey, what's going on? Hey, neighbor. No, but
Oh,
You got that right.
what this is from, like he was from the climax, but no, what this is from is towards the end, where Vision was out. Well, I'm trying to think. Am I actually answering your question? So they're trying to let Vision know that something is going on. Like, hey, is what is her name?
Monica Rambeau.
Yeah, yep. Geraldine. Is she still in the crib? Because there's something fishy going on. You know, she's not like us. You know, she doesn't have no home.
Yep.
She don't got no
she's
family.
just always around.
She just popped up out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? There's something going. You need to check it out, Vision. You know, she could hurt your babies or your wife. You know, so yeah,
100% right. In essence, she was trying to tell Vision that not completely that it's an alternate reality, but there's something wrong with Geraldine. That Geraldine doesn't have a home here. Where does she keep coming from? So she wanted to put that bug in Vision's head without necessarily letting Vision know that this reality is being warped by Wanda. So you guys hit it right on the head.
Can I jump in? Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say the thing that had me a little confused about that, doesn't Agnes also work for Sword?
No, remember Agnes, we're thinking if she's sticking to her comic book character, she was another witch that winds up helping Wanda later on. But you know how Marvel tends to, they put their own spin on things. And right now, a lot of us aren't thinking that she's there to help Wanda as much as she might be working for Mephisto or one of these Nightmare, one of these other people, and she's trying to help Wanda help them. So that's kind of the consensus that's going on behind the scenes.
Gotcha.
Can I let me jump in here real quick? I hope I'm not spoiling it with an Easter egg you may have coming up, but this is one of the things that's really boggling my mind on like what is going on, because I don't know if Agnes, like we're talking about, I don't know if she's a friend or a foe.
Okay.
I don't know. But I do know that she is a character from the comics that does have some type of powers.
Yeah.
So if she does have powers, why is she not in control of anything that's going on? I mean, like, is Wanda controlling her? Is she pulling a con game? You know, like, why was she so skeptical in this scene? Because she was telling Herb, like, hey, stop it. You know, when he was about to spill the beans. So I just don't know how many hands are at play right now. There's so many cooks in the kitchen. You know, and I mean, I'm loving everything I see so far, but I will be disappointed, man, with all these questions that we have if they're not answered.
No, I feel you.
I don't want them just throwing random stuff out there and hoping that we'll like it. No, I want it to make sense. You know, I want some consistency. You know, but we'll see. It's just I understand what's going on, but at the same time, I'm confused.
Considering that Agatha is on most of the credits, like third tier after Wanda and Vision, I think she's here to stay. And we're just trying to figure out if you want my theory is this: either Nightmare or Mephisto have put Wanda to sleep in this deep sleep. They're trying to get into reality via Wanda, and they're using the things that Wanda loved the most, which is Vision, to keep her under, and she's creating this reality where she loves everything she's created in it. And when something invades it that she doesn't like, boom, she boots it out. And I think Agatha could be either helping Wanda, and I think Marvel wants it to be this way. We don't know if she's helping Wanda or she's playing strings with Nightmare or Mephisto, whoever the big bad villain is that's going to show up in Doctor Strange. So, but they're definitely going to answer the question, B.A.B. Don't you worry about that.
Can I geek out for a second here? Can I geek out for a second? And if I'm going too sour, let me know. Okay. So you just said Mephisto and Nightmare, but another character that popped in my mind was Dormammu. Do you think it could also be Dormammu? My second little follow-up question to that, you know, and this probably don't got nothing to do with what we're talking about. Who is more powerful out of Mephisto, Nightmare, and Dormammu? I honestly don't know. I'm being genuine.
Dormammu for sure.
Dormammu for sure. Okay.
Dormammu for sure.
Okay.
Nightmare gets his powers. People got to be sleep and afraid. So he would be number 2, and Mephisto comes number 3.
Okay. And Mephisto is like, he's like the MCU's version of the devil or Satan or Lucifer,
So
right?
they've got so many. They've got so Surtur is also their version of Satan too. But if you're going to be going on, like, I guess, think of it like this: Surtur is Satan in the Norse god mythology, right? So if you're going to go Christian mythology, then yeah, you could say he's the devil for them.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Okay, so what are we looking at here between these two scenes?
You want me to grab it?
Grab it.
This is where Geraldine, Monica Rambeau messed up.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, your brother Pietro that you just brought up, he was killed by Ultron, and then Wanda was like,
no, this ain't that scene. We ain't got there yet. But this is
after that. This is when she got ejected.
Yeah, she got kicked out.
She got kicked out. But this is an Easter egg to what's going on, something else going on. So this is not to that particular scene, but this is an Easter egg to something else going on. So I'll tell you what, this is actually her getting kicked out, and this is her on the ground. So what they was trying to let you know by the end is that Sword is watching everything that's going on with her reality on the outside.
Right.
That's all that was.
Yes, sir.
That's all that was. Now, I don't think anybody's gonna catch this one. You had to be a real nerd. Even I couldn't figure this one out. What is this an Easter egg for?
Charlie's Angels.
Back to back.
No.
I would have probably said the same thing.
You might as well would have said Devil May Cry, the video game. One of my favorites. If you haven't played that, go play Devil May Cry on PlayStation 3.
Pop, lock, and drop it.
No, because ain't nobody. She pregnant. She can't pop, lock, and drop nothing but some babies.
Heart to Heart.
No. It is an homage to the very first Vision Scarlet Witch #1 episode 1. Same story. And now here's another Easter egg. Here's another. Right. There you go. I was about to say, do y'all see the hands in this little feature right here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they trying to tell us something.
Oh, the white hands.
Yeah, man. I don't know if they trying to tell us something.
It's 3 of them. At first, I only saw one.
I was going to say, where's the 4th one?
Yeah.
I don't know if they trying to tell us something, but this is definitely an homage to that episode. I mean, that comic #1.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, man. Okay, now here we go, Larry. You're gonna get this one. You're gonna get half of it anyway. What we talk about right here.
Well, we see the Hydra soak, so we know we're talking about Hydra.
Luxury soap at that.
Yeah.
Hydra soak, not soap, soak. Luxury bath power.
Find the goddess within, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a throwback to what's that soap camp? What was it? What was it? Something take me away?
Calgon.
Calgon.
What was it called?
Calgon.
Calgon. Take me away.
Boy, y'all boys' mind is in the gutter tonight, man. Boy, what you think?
Yeah, there's just more Hydra reference, Hydra soak luxury bath powder. Find the goddess within. I know that the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show that was on ABC is not technically part of the MCU, but I do remember an episode, or maybe it was a clip I saw of Agent Coulson, who was he was rambling in one episode. He was talking about Hydra. They're trying to put their powers in the soap, so when you wash yourself, you can get brainwashed and it'll calcify your pineal gland or something like that.
See, man, this what happened. This what happened when you bring comic book geeks on the show. That's exactly what it is. See that? Marvel Agents of the S.H.I.E.L.D. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You use this soap, it can control your brain. Boy, see what happened when you bring geeks on the show that know something about some comics, Larry. They embarrass the host. That's what they do. They embarrass the host.
Hey, like Larry said, you invited me. Yeah.
Boy, moving right along. Okay, what is this Easter egg in reference to?
We knew when that showed up, she was about to give birth because it's a stork.
Larry, 100% right. It ain't Howard the Duck. It's about the closer he gets to her was the closer she was getting to birth. You hit it right on the head, Larry. Good toss, Larry. You got that one right on the head. B. Avery, anything else you want to say about this crane?
Yeah, Larry got it. I also, it was interesting that she was trying to use her powers to make it go away, but it wouldn't go away. Nope. So I think that's like a representation of like, hey, the baby's coming and there's nothing you can do about it. So
absolutely. Y'all hit it right on the head. What is this Easter egg a nod to? Things just going haywire in the house.
I don't even think I remember this scene. This a deleted scene or something?
No, man, stop it.
This wasn't in the show.
Yes, it was, man. Golly, y'all do. Larry, Larry, I'm going to you now, Larry. My ride or die, man. What we got going on right here?
Oh, I can't be ride or die.
Yeah, you're ride or die, man, but it was in the show.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't exactly know what was going on. I do remember that's when they were going when Monica Rambeau was going to get that bucket.
Yep,
and Wanda was trying to keep her from seeing her. I think her belly or something.
You close, but no cigar. B. Avery has already said it earlier in one of the Easter eggs. Everything was going crazy when Wanda was giving birth.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the scene when she was getting. Okay, all right. That was a little bit later then.
Yeah, everything. Do you remember the pictures on the wall was spinning around? It was like we was in those.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
so what eventually happens to the kids? I mean, because this is in her mind, is they like once it's over, they just cease to exist?
Oh no, I'm gonna.
Man, I'm scared.
I'm gonna fill y'all in on all that. We almost to the end of the Easter eggs, and at the very end, the last Easter egg are the kids. So when we get to that T-strings, I'm gonna fill you in on the whole thing.
All right.
All right. Here we go with Agatha again. And what do we got going on in this scene, B. Avery? I gave it to Larry last time. Now it's your time.
Man, I was gonna make another dirty joke. She is wanting him to. I ain't gonna do it. She's wanting. I want to so bad.
My man got his Ron Jeremy on today.
No, she is. I'm gonna keep it PG. But so hold on. I'm sorry. See, supporting Game 2020. It feels me talking about that's Photoshop. I knew that was a fake scene previous season. But no, she's just wanting Herbs to stop. Because he's about to spill the beans.
Yeah.
But I want to know, why does she want him to stop? Like, what is going on? Like, there's multiple sides to this. It's not just like side A and side B. It's like it has to be. You got Wanda's side, you got her side, and then you got somebody else somewhere that we don't know yet. I don't know, man.
And the way they portray it, and with all the things going on, you would think Vision would know something is not right in this reality, because Abaca done halfway told him, look, Monica Rambeau, something's up with her, and she's in the house with your baby mama right now. So
I think she's working with Sword. I think Sword's able to see everything that's happening inside of this reality that Wanda's created because of her.
Oh yeah, we've already said that Sword is able to see everything, and they're able to get in and out. It's just we don't know what.
They're able to do that because of her, and I think maybe that's why she didn't want him to spill the beans yet.
Okay, I can roll with that.
And partly because I think they don't want to jar her out of it. I think they want her to come out of it willingly.
Okay. All right, the next one's easy. Larry, what we got going on here?
Oh, well, that's the sword symbol right there.
Pretty much. And who's wearing it? B. Avery.
So that's Monica Rambeau.
Monica Rambeau wearing the sword. Now, if you guys recall, this is when Wanda went flip mode. And I ain't talking about Busta Rhymes. Wanda went flip mode squad. And they didn't. Now, okay, B. Avery, this is something you didn't really get to see, okay? When she went flip mode on Monica, because Monica mentioned her brother Pedro and Vision. All we know is they cut and Monica was gone, and we saw her popping out of the reality, correct?
Right. Oh, what the hell?
Wanda punted her ass through the reality.
Damn.
That's Wanda right there. Took her powers and her magic and punted her all the way out the reality until she got kicked out, and that's Sword going to get Monica Rambeau out of the reality. But there's another Easter egg in this and this. Can you guys figure out what is the Easter egg that you probably are missing? Because in these pictures, Monica is no longer in the reality. So what's going on in these pictures?
She coming too. She just got her ass whooped. So she like it look like she probably got her powers. It look like she kind of mad. Like, hold on now, BITCH. I know you didn't just chunk me through reality. I'm gonna whoop your ass the next time I see you. I'm whooping your ass. That's what it kind of looked like. She thinking.
The interesting thing I thought about this is that when she got booted out of the reality and she came back to the real world, she was wearing the clothes that she was wearing in Wanda's reality.
You know what? Damn it! Go play a lottery ticket tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. He got it right again. That's exactly it, Larry. Yes. That is exactly it. So what we now know, once you get into Wanda's reality, whatever she creates can be taken out of that reality and brought to whatever time we're in the Marvel timeline. So think about that. Think about that. And we're going to come back to it in a second because we're to the last Easter egg.
So she's going to make a big mess. Oh, Lord. I'm scared of them.
Yep.
Well,
that means those kids are coming out with her.
Absolutely. That's Larry. I'm telling y'all, go buy a lottery ticket tomorrow. Larry got 2 in a row, right? So T-Streams, you're absolutely right. She's going to give birth to these twins, and things that she creates in this reality, she is able to pull out. And so that's probably why Sword is watching her, because remember, I told you guys, the only way Nightmare can cause havoc and come to the real reality, somebody's got to be asleep, and that somebody's got to have a lot of powers. Wanda is extremely powerful, and anything that she's seeing in her reality can be brought out into real time. So yes, these kids, they're going to be brought out. And not only that, we talked about last week how they're following the House of M storyline, where Wanda went to sleep and killed all the mutants in her sleep reality, and then wound up, and that killed them on Earth. So what we're thinking is going to happen from this is she's going to fall asleep in this reality, and instead of killing the mutants, she's going to create a bunch of mutants in this reality, and that's going to spring forward the MCU.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm now that I'm thinking, and I saw the kids. I'm thinking Mephisto. I think it's Mephisto. I'm thinking it's going to be more him at play than Nightmare.
Okay.
Because I can I geek out a little bit in the comics about, so these babies are named Billy and I forgot the other name, but then the other names,
Tommy?
Yeah,
No.
I think Billy, but the other names are Wiccan and Speed.
Yeah, Wiccan and Speed.
And in one iteration of the comics, Wanda thinks that those are her kids, but they're really not. They're really like the kids of either Nightmare or Mephisto. And when she finds out or thinks that the kids disappear or go back into the devil or something like that, Wanda loses her damn mind. Pretty much destroys everybody. So yeah, we're just gonna have to see.
Yeah,
that's why I kept saying stay away from them kids, because if her kids get hurt, she gonna mess up some stuff.
I was also thinking when Monica Rambeau is dropped right there, I was like, Sword must actually have physical possession of Wanda, because when she dropped Monica Rambeau, they dropped her right there at a Sword base, and so I was like, it must be that her reality is built right on top of that. So the Sword must actually have physical possession of her.
Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our Wanda Easter egg roundtable review. Be sure to check us out. Yeah, go for it, T-Stream.
So with that theory, is it possible? Since she recreated Vision in this alternative world, is it possible that this could leave a door open for his actual return, or
Absolutely possible.
Okay.
Absolutely possible. It's just which way is Marvel going to go? And neither did Diva mention Young Avengers, and both of those kids wind up being members of the Young Avengers. And I know that they're going to do that because you've seen the success that the CW has had with those younger teenager groups, and you've seen the success that DC has had with their Young Titans group. They're definitely going to be doing that in the Marvel MCU on Disney Plus. You just watch. I'm just interested to see how this thing pans out. How are they going to end and tie this to other Disney Plus series plus the MCU? You got to keep watching to tune in and see what happens. So, moving us right along, fellas, there was a huge movie trailer that dropped this week. I missed it. B. Avery seen it. I don't know if Larry and T-Stream saw it, but it is Kong versus Godzilla. And if you haven't seen it, you're about to see it with us, and we're going to review. And T-Streams gets the mic, ladies and gentlemen, first for you women that love him so much. And probably is over here mad at me and Larry because we ain't had him involved enough. He's going to get involved. Don't get us wrong. Be patient with us. Now we're going to get the man involved.
Shots.
We're going to get him involved. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Godzilla versus King Kong. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, T-Streams, Larry, and B. Avery, his channel. Just my opinions. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to do this, but when y'all see this pop up, that means somebody we done got hard. And ladies and gentlemen,
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. What are you doing?
This is one of the best trailers I've seen in a long. I mean, it ain't up there with Infinity War, but this was a damn good trailer. T-Streams, floor is yours, my brother.
All right, man. Yeah. Yesterday I actually did a trailer reveal and dissect video that I dropped on YouTube about this film, man. I'm like really excited for this movie right here, man. It's actually been almost 60 years, 59 years since the last King Kong versus Godzilla movie. So it was really about time for something like that to actually happen. And one of the things that I was really there was 2 points in the trailer that I saw that really sort of got me right. One is that they have nearly doubled the size of King Kong since the last film in 2017. Okay, so this film right here is supposed to take place about 50 years after the excursion to Skull Island just a few years ago. And I like how they, back then Kong was just he was just like an infant or adolescent, as they say, and now he's grew to maturity. But one of my favorite parts of the whole trailer is that you see Kong coming through the sky with a battle axe. Now, if you look closely, you'll see that this battle axe is actually made from the dorsal plates of Godzilla back. And man, I tell you, March 26th, I'm excited. I think it's going to be right up there with some of the good action or good monster flicks that we got coming out this year, man. I can't wait to see it.
And that will be streaming on HBO Max.
Yep.
And Larry, I give it to you, my brother from another. How did that make you feel? Because I was like, can King Kong withstand one of them blasts from Godzilla? Well, obviously he can, because he was about to come down and rain something on his head. Larry, the floor is yours.
Now, this movie looks legit, and I know I don't want to be the one that always has to think of some weird off-the-cuff stuff, but when I was watching this, it made me think of something.
Okay.
Kong Skull Island, the one dude that was out there, and he was left out there from like World War I or II or something, and he didn't age because he was on the island. and he should have been super old, but he didn't age because he was still there. Why don't they just send people to that island? Like, if you know someone's terminally ill and there's not a disease that there's not a cure for it, send them to the island and let them live out there until they find a cure and then bring them back.
So what's that, Benjamin Button's Island or something?
Well, not Benjamin Button had that reverse aging thing, but I'm just like, and that's what I was thinking. When I was looking at that, I was like, wait a minute, what happened to Skull Island? People were living nice there. I mean, not living nice, but people were basically living and not aging. I was like, just send some people over there. Let them live there until there's disease cures. That's just my thought,
Okay. All right. Well,
but it looks dope. The movie looked dope. I mean, honestly, when they first started talking about another King Kong movie, I was like, yeah, it's going to be garbage because they always take good movies and ruin them. But it seems like they've really amped it up. I mean, it seems like, I'm hoping this movie is not one of those movies where the trailer is the best part of the movie.
Right.
I hope it's as good because Skull Island was actually really good. I wasn't expecting much from it, but it was actually a really good movie. So I'm hoping this one's good too.
Yeah.
B. Avery, balls in your court, my brother.
Yeah, I got the Skull Island right there, and also Godzilla versus Godzilla King of the Monsters. So I'm really looking forward to this. But real quick, T-Stream, I love the enthusiasm of you talking about this trailer, bro. That's the hypest I think I've seen you. So I'm loving that right there. He was gonna power up like, oh yeah.
Just wait till around October when the horror flicks come out, boy.
And real quick, Lamont, was this your first time seeing the trailer when you showed
First
it to
time.
us?
First time ever.
Okay.
First time.
Cool. Well, yeah, I love the trailer. That money shot where he's shooting that atomic breath or that atomic fire, and that wide shot looked like a big old Kamehameha. I mean, that was the highlight of the trailer for me. That's what I want to see right there. And like y'all was saying, it looked like King Kong was taking it on. I think it's because he had that axe, like T Streams was talking about. But one of the things that, and I'm going to talk about something that concerns me too. A lot of people were speculating that they think that was not a spike from Godzilla's back, but one from Mechagodzilla. Because some people were saying that, like, okay, Kong and Godzilla, they're going to be kind of beefing throughout the movie, but there's going to be another nefarious figure somewhere pulling the strings, Mechagodzilla, and they're going to have
Avery. Be Avery. I was going to say, I hope that's what happens, because I don't want to see them fight each other to death. I want to see them have to team up.
Right. I mean, I do want to see them box. I do want to see them.
I do too, but I want them to team up.
I want them to team up, man, and I want to see Kong come down on somebody's face like this, like a Hulk smash. A wild Godzilla is blasting the shit out of blasting the crap out of somebody. That would just be heaven. And something else in the trailer that when they went back to like Kong Skull Island and they showed that red handprint up on the wall. I don't know if y'all noticed, but in the background, it looked like a Wakandan spaceship or something. I'm not making a joke. It really did look like some type of. If you go back and look at it, it really did look like some. It didn't look like no helicopter. I don't know what it was, but it still looked good. The only thing that concerns me was at the very beginning of the trailer, they showed that little girl talking about how she has a relationship with Kong and they can talk to each other and stuff like that. That kind of concerned me because I do not want to see them spending a whole bunch of times with human beings and their story and their emotions.
Oh man, you can forget that, BA.
I hope so, because
Kong's going to show up for dinner somewhere, right?
And this one right here,
Kong's going to show up to our house for dinner.
I don't want to see that crap, man.
He's going to have a bow tie on.
No, this movie right here, all these monsters, they focus too much on the humans in this movie.
Millie Bobby Brown. I mean, I know she's a mega star, but man, damn, man.
I don't want to see. I want to see some beat ass. I want to see some beat ass. I want to be exhausted with the amount of action in this, So we'll just have to see. But the little kid kind of concerns me, but everything else just looks fire. Fire.
Yeah, it does look good.
Yeah, that's actually been a recurring theme through all freaking Godzilla. I mean, not Godzilla, all King Kong movies is as far back as we can remember. The taking the pretty young lady on the top of the at the top of the
Empire
State Building.
Mhm.
And so he's in all of his movies, he's always had some type of compassion or relationship to a certain group or particular, like in Skull Island, it was the people that was actually there. So he has a natural affinity for human beings, and I think that's actually a part of his a part of the personality for King Kong. But I think I think they'll do good. My one concern was actually the actual director. Now, the guy that actually directed this film, he made films like Blair Witch. He did the ABCs of Death. He did the what was that? The Guest. And some Blair Witch and some other things that's
You're next.
that really wasn't like big budget. So this might be his shot. The trailer do look good, but in the past folks have been deceived. I would just be totally just torn apart, man, if this is one of those movies that's like that. But right now, my mindset is that it's going to be a pretty dope movie. Mm-hmm. I like the way Kong sort of gave that fist to Godzilla dead across his jaw. Right? He just, and then he took him on a dump. He took him on a dump and knocked him back off in the water off the boat. So I look to some nice, good. I look forward to some nice, good hack and slash. The general consensus now is who's going to be the other villains in the movies. As we know that all of the monsters from Godzilla King of the Monsters didn't die. And it almost make you wonder why even when Ghidorah had when he did his little scream and summoned all of the monsters, all the Titans together, why didn't Kong respond? So these are some things, that may need to be addressed. Maybe Kong considers himself the alpha. Who knows? But I think we in for a good treat.
Yeah. So Nita wants me to ask you guys, how do you feel about the music choice? She feels like it threw her off. Larry, what did you think about the brief part of the music you heard in the trailer?
I mean, I think it worked well for the trailer. I mean, that seems more like trailer music because it was supposed to keep you hyped up and amped up, and it was supposed to keep the pace really going. So I'm okay with it. I mean, it's gonna be a big action movie, explosions, fight scenes, all that stuff. So I expect to hear a lot of that sort of really fast-paced, amped up, rock music and stuff. And I'm cool with that. That kind of gives you the vibe and the energy that you're looking for in a movie like that. So,
B. Avery, what you think?
It could have been better. It wasn't horrible. I mean, I liked it. I remember when I reacted to it, I was like, yeah. But at the same, because they were doing that in the trailer, but at the same time, I'm like, it's kind of corny, I mean, it wasn't horrible. It could have been, it could have been better, it was a couple of cheesy moments, but I did see Nita the Diva's comment about that. It did. I mean, there's been some music in trailers. I was like, oh my God, what the hell are y'all thinking? Why y'all choose this? But
yeah,
it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like off the chain.
I mean, T Streams be able to relate to me on this. T Streams, you've been playing Madden as long as I've been playing Madden, and every now and then they put some corny songs up there, but after you associate your gameplay with the music, you wind up liking it, and it turns you on to a different genre of music. So I think this could be the same thing. If we really like the movie, some of those songs are going to stick with us. But if we get in there, we hate the movie, we're going to be like, man, y'all, everything was whack. Soundtrack, actors, get Bobby Brown ass up out of here, put her back in Netflix series. That's what we're going to be saying. We're going to be hot.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we will keep looking on that, and we've got one more final subject. I wasn't going to talk about stocks really today, but since we're talking about movies, and this pertains to movies and potentially saving you guys from wasting your money, B. Avery posted this today. AMC Dolby Max, they got an infusion of cash because they're the biggest movie chain in the world, and that stock was fledgling, almost about to be a penny stock. Company was thinking about bankruptcy, and something unique happened for them, but there are strings attached. Let me let you guys take a look at what I saw this morning when I was making my option trades.
It was AMC Entertainment CEO Adam Aron. Adam, you must have been relieved. The obituaries were being written, the bankruptcy lawyers and bankers have been circling. How did you get this latest deal done, and how long is it really going to last?
Well, you know what Mark Twain said, the rumors of my death are greatly exaggerated. I'd be remiss if I didn't point out that AMC is based in Kansas City, and our Chiefs were victorious last night heading to the Super Bowl. But the Chiefs weren't the only outfit in Kansas City that was a huge winner this weekend. AMC raised $917 million, as you said. That's a tremendous amount of increase to our cash reserves. That means that we're going to make it through this dark coronavirus winter. All talk of bankruptcy is off the table for now. We're very optimistic, encouraged, and enthusiastic as we look ahead.
So what does the capital structure of your business look like when this is all said and done? The percentages, for instance, of Silver Lake and Wanda, what happened to them?
Well, Wanda is still our largest shareholder, but their holdings are now less than 20% of our total shareholder base. Silver Lake was a debt investor in AMC, not an equity investor. Silver Lake has about $600 million of our in our debt position. Wanda still has board seats. Silver Lake still has a board seat. But we're just at this point, we're now a big public company with a diverse shareholder base and creditor base. But more important than that, we're a company that has a lot of cash in the bank, and that bodes very well for us to survive through this crisis.
Adam, certainly a lot of cash in the bank, relative to where it was, and as you said, it should be enough to get you through to the summertime. Also, of course, a lot of debt on the balance sheet. When is it realistic for you to hope to pay some of that down and see the equity value recover accordingly?
Well, thanks for the question, Wolf. I think we've proven over the last 9 months that we're smart financial engineers here at AMC. We've raised money 5 times since April of 2020. We've gotten enormous support from our landlord community, to whom we're very grateful. We got that support in 2020. We're counting on more landlord support in 2021. I do believe we'll put those skills to work even this year. We were able in July of last year, for example, to wipe out $555 million of debt through a fairly sophisticated debt exchange. I would expect that similarly in 2021, we'll look to debt exchange options, possibly debt for equity options. We do need to right the capital structure of this business. Is clearly one of the action items on our list. The first one, though, of course, was get the liquidity we need to survive this winter, which we can put a check in that box.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man said a whole lot of nothing. I just got to keep this honest with y'all.
Yeah, please do.
If you really, okay, so he said all these mumbo jumbo, jargony CEO terms that I understand that a lot of people don't understand. Some of his shareholders he's got a debt swap with, meaning that they gave up assets for stocks or they gave up assets for ownership in parts of the company. And parts of the company don't necessarily mean the movie theater. It means the properties, the land. I own land. I lease it out to people. I know how that works. So they can get some of that. You almost get $1 billion when your debt books was close to $3.9 billion coming into this year. And you did all that talking, and nowhere did we hear him say, well, we've got this plan for revenue. We've got this plan for revenue. The only thing the man said was, we need to see some shots in people's arms, and we're going to make it through this year because some of the people that own the real estate is giving us a deal. I can tell you right now, the only reason he's getting a deal from them is because they're getting money from the government. Point blank. So eventually that ship is going to dry up. If this man don't figure out a way to either take some of that money and start an app so people can still watch, or set up some kind of a AMC drive-up window, drive-through for people to see movies and get that revenue coming back in, this ship is sinking. And a lot of those people know this because let me tell you what the hedge funds are doing. The hedge funds are writing for the demise of AMC. They're writing puts. They're writing debt receipts for the demise of AMC, meaning that they're going to make money as AMC goes into demise. All the CEO did was kick the can down the road. He's the co-owner of the Philadelphia 76ers, but he's the CEO of AMC. I don't see how he can have a full vested interest in the growth of AMC when he's already rich. I don't see how he's pulling this off. So if you're someone who's planning to invest in AMC, it better be extremely short term, and it better be more like you doing puts. Larry, giving it to you first.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to me like there is not a lot that's changed. It seems like they got an infusion of capital, but I didn't hear anything about any changes, and so it makes me wonder. I mean, is it just a matter of using that money to hold them over? I mean, you have to change. We talked about this last night on B. Avery's show. I truly believe that the only way the movie theater companies are going to survive long term is if they change their business model. Because I think that we have gotten to a point in this country where people are willing to watch their movies at home. A lot of people actually prefer to watch their movies at home. And even though some people want to go to the theaters, you still have kids and other people that want to go on dates and go to the theaters or experience the IMAXs. I think that number is shrinking. And I think that you have more and more competition from places like Netflix and HBO Max and all these other people that are actually doing original content and buying up movies. When you have scripts out there on the open market, people think of movies as always in the theater, but movies start as scripts, and those scripts get auctioned and sold. And if Netflix buys a script that would have been great on the big screen, it's never going to the big screen. It's going straight to your TV set. And I think the more and more that people want to stay at home, and the more that Netflix keeps getting subscribers, I think the more you're going to see other companies following along in that same business model, and they're going to start buying up scripts, and they're going to start producing their own movies and just putting them directly out on video. And you're going to see less of the big blockbusters going to the movies because they'll already be spoken for. Yep. So like I would say on B. Avery show, I would not be at all surprised if in the next 2 or 3 bonds, it's going straight to video.
Right. All right, B. Avery.
Yeah, I got a couple of questions. I'm not going to front. I had to read this one this morning a couple of times, and I didn't fully understand it. So hopefully y'all can answer some questions for me. Short answer first. First of all, what they're talking about in that article and the video, are you saying that this will not help the theater survive?
No,
it won't.
No,
it'll help them in the short term.
Right, that's it. Because the CEO who you expect him to have a vision that goes beyond 1 year.
Okay.
Everything he said in that interview was about just getting through 2020, and he is eluding that 2021. Excuse me. He's eluding that 917 million he raised is just enough to get them through 2021. Where he also openly admitted
that in the summer.
Even worse. I'm trying to give him a benefit of a doubt. And he openly admitted that he's not really having to pay rent because the owners who own the land that these AMC theaters are in are helping him out. And the only reason they're helping him out is because they get money from the government.
Right. Now, and I do know that about the land because a lot of these theaters, they rent them out like you're saying, AMC, like theaters in the mall, they don't own the mall,
Right.
So
Right.
whoever owns the mall is leasing to them. I know that cost the grip. But something he said towards the beginning, he said that like it's a public traded company, and Wanda has about 20% of like the ownership of shares. That's news to me. I thought, because Wanda, that's a Chinese conglomerate, and I thought they owned everything, but apparently not.
No.
Apparently not.
B. Avery said he thought they owned everything.
Yeah, I thought they owned like all of AMC, but
no, they don't. Because like he said, they are based. The home base is Kansas City, just like he said. It's Kansas City. It's just that you remember AMC had that app doohickey they was trying to do, the AMC app where you pay a subscription fee and you can go see all the movies.
I think so.
That was their idea, and they took that in front of the board, and because this CEO ain't want no parts of that. That's why I'm ragging on him. He's not seeing the future. He didn't want no parts of it, and the board overruled him and said, "Give it a shot."
Okay, and my last question is: it's $917 million. It's almost $1 billion.
Yeah.
Where did this movie? Where did this money come from? And if it came from investors, correct me if I'm wrong, because y'all know more about this than I do. If it came from investors, why would they invest in such an unknown entity in the market of theater surviving? Like, I don't get it.
It came from, when you say investors, are you talking about stock market investors, or are you referring to private?
Well, they said part of it came from, it looked like they said like 400 million came from debt investors and another 500 million came from equity investors.
Exactly. Right.
So they basically have faith that everything is going to be okay beginning of next year or so.
No, they don't.
I'm not really missing the mark.
Because what I think we're seeing is a classic where
think of it this way: if they go bankrupt and have to liquidate, the debt investors are getting their money first.
That's exactly, and that's why the hedge funds are betting on the demise. The hedge funds are betting on that, and the people because what they used to do in the banks, which caused us to have the fallout from the banks, they would take this bad debt, package it up, and sell it.
Right.
And this is exactly what they're doing to this movie theater. And it wouldn't behoove me if the CEO, even though he's sitting up here saying all this mess about they're going to survive while yada, 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 if he on the back end is not tied up with someone who's going to make money on their demise. It wouldn't behoove me. I've seen it happen one too many times. I think that's what's going on with this. And so the equity money that he's got, that came from private investors. That was private money given to the company. And I'm just wondering, how in the hell did the Reddit community, Wall Street's bets, Larry, how did they know on Thursday this information that just dropped Saturday?
They probably had somebody. I told you that they need to be careful with that, because otherwise regulators will step in eventually and say, hey, we need to take a closer look at this.
And so if I was on that board, that CEO would almost be getting fired. But I'm sure they've got him in a golden handcuff, and we can talk about what that means later. But he didn't give you guys no vision of how he's going to take that investment capital while he's not having to pay rent and turn this company around so that you can still get revenue while everybody is stuck under coronavirus. He could have said, you know what? We're going to take our parking lots and we're going to be giving shots, and you can come watch a movie for free or something. He didn't give you nothing. He's one of the CEOs I'm not really that fond of, because he's not a visionary CEO. And so B. Avery,
the thing that gets me, Lamont, is that even once the pandemic's over, or whenever it's over, if it gets over, they're still gonna be carrying a ton of debt. And all those people, with all those people that just invested, the way it works with all those investors is that the last money in's the first money out. All those debt investors, they go in there knowing, I'll give you $400 million, but I'm getting paid back first. Yep. They really are going in there with the best of of everything. They go in there, they may have a higher risk, but they're also reducing some of their risk by saying, yep, the second any money can come out of there, it's going to us first. If you have to go bankrupt and liquidate, we're getting first crack at all the money. Everything that comes out of that company is going first to them.
Lamar, when you said the term golden handcuffs, and we can talk about it another time, is that your way of kind of saying they got a sex tape on them? And
No,
I don't mean that. I don't mean that literally.
No,
I don't mean that literally like they.
No, man.
Okay.
So when
have you heard the term of a golden parachute?
Yeah.
I have. It's beyond me. I have.
A golden parachute is basically when they say, like, if they were going to tell him, we want to fire you, and to get him to go away, they give him a huge package. Maybe they give him $200 or $300, million in stock options and cash. They give him this huge, package to get him to go away. So I think what Lamar meant by golden handcuffs is basically in order for them to, he's going to do what they want him to do. He's sort of hemmed up, especially if the board if they have enough board members that are willing to overrule him, then he's there, he's making money, he's a figurehead, but then the board's going to do what they're going to do.
And with the golden handcuff, because I had this on the director of my child care center, if something happens that she has to go, insurance pays me, the owner, what her salary was while I'm looking for someone else to step in her place up to so many years. So,
okay. And hold on real quick. I got to step out. Hey, man, like Buzz saying, we got 57 likes. 57 people watching. Can we get 57 likes? We only got 20.
There you go.
Let hit the like button if you're watching. It don't cost you nothing. Just hit the like button. Hit the like button. You send a super chat, something, At least hit the like button. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm done.
But man, fellas, that's all I got for y'all today, man. It was a lot of movie news, a lot of Marvel news, a lot of catching up. T-Strings, give the people a last word on what you got going on your channel. What's up? You done got the new studio. Got me wanting to go write a couple of bars. I mean, do I need to come through with a Halloween rap? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Come on through. We did just drop the trailer reveal yesterday, and next video to drop is it's a little bit out of my context, but I'm going to do it anyway. My wife, she had a tri-sculpt liposuction with tummy tuck, and so I documented it. And she went through a place called Santabello. And so I'm going to, I know that there's a lot of, it's men too, but a lot of women as well as men that wants to get involved with that kind of stuff. And so I did a video documenting her surgery and her pre-care, her post-care, and all this other kind of stuff. So I'm getting ready to drop that. I'm about to get ready to drop that. And
congrats.
Yeah. And then I got some exclusive stuff on Halloween, on the movie Halloween that came across my hand. So I'm also trying to get that stuff out too.
Nice.
No doubt. Let me shout out Be More Careful, who has come through with the super chat. Hey, brother, I appreciate that, man. I'm going to take that and I'm going to give a stock tip and invest with it. You just stay tuned. Between us, got to make sure she can't hear me. The Baby Start early child care, a sanctioned child care that tests their workers every day. And so next week, I'll be able to do videos 5 days a week.
Already.
One more thing. For those of you that got businesses and LLCs, childcare is definitely a tax write-off. Make sure you holler at your CPAs because I holler at mine.
Already. And I want y'all to holler at this like button too, real quick. That's what I want y'all to holler at.
Hit that like button. Larry, what you got going on, my brother, on your channel? You man, when do you sleep? Is you a vampire? Because you on everybody YouTube. You dropping 3 videos a day.
For real.
No, man, I just, I sleep when I need to. I have a couple of videos I'm going to be working on this week. Actually one of them is sort of a silly thing, but it's I like flashlights sometimes. Flashlights are just fun for me. And somebody sent me, a company called Nightcore sent me a 4,000 lumen keychain flashlight.
Damn.
So it's very, very small. They sent me one before that's real small. It's this is it right here. It's very small. This one's like 500 lumens. And so they sent me one that's supposed to be just a little bit bigger. That's like 4,000 lumens. So I'm going to review that this week. Other than that, I think I'm going to do some tutorials on stuff that, I had a couple of cord cutting things I was thinking about doing. People have been hitting me up a lot asking where they can watch certain stuff. So, I don't do the illegal cord cutting. I know some people are into the whole thing. I don't do that. I only show people where to get stuff legitimately on my channel when I do it. So I might do a few of those. I've had people ask me about certain apps that I use, so I think I might do a video on like what's on my phone, and just talk about what kind of apps I use. And I've had a number of questions, lately about vlogging, what kind of microphones people should get, lighting, cameras, all that stuff. So I think I might do I might start working on a studio tour as well, and maybe just sort of go over the stuff that I use and then talk about some different gear that people can use. And I actually, a company sent me a whole kit for vlogging with your smartphone. So I think I'm going to actually do a video instead of just doing a typical review video. I think I'm going to do a video on how to actually vlog with your smartphone and show all their gear doing it. So
no doubt.
Nice.
No
Yeah.
doubt. Black tech in the building. Can't do nothing with it. And last but definitely not least, my big homie B Avery, my brother from another down in the Texas. What you got going on your channel?
Well, my One Night in Miami came out a couple of weeks ago, and I posted my spoilers review for that today. So if you guys want to, anybody in the chat want to go check that out, because you got another super chat. So yeah, that's up. I posted that today. Right after
his review was so good.
I'm sorry.
I said check your review too. His review is so good. I'm glad I watched it first, but his review is so good on that one, man. Check it out.
Thank you. So yeah, I got two reviews for that: a non-spoiler review and then a spoiler review. But my spoiler review, I brought in my friend Malcolm that I actually started my channel with in 2013. We kind of geek out about a good 45, 50 minutes about that movie, going through all the details. So sit back, get your popcorn, your snacks, get your libations, and enjoy that. I'm going to be doing more spoiler reviews, like just throughout this year and for the duration of my channel, because it's just more fun that way, bouncing off people. You can really get a good sense of how I feel about it, and it's not that much editing, so it's more raw.
Right.
It's more of a conversation, and I like that. And right after we end this live, I'm gonna do 2 trailer reactions. One is for the Denzel Washington movie that's coming out this Friday called The Little Things with Jared Leto, and Rami Malek. And also, I don't know if me and Larry have talked about this guy briefly, but Tariq Nasheed just released the latest trailer for his new movie yesterday. And so I'm going to be reacting to that and kind of seeing what that's about. So something to look forward to.
Yeah, Tariq's on some stuff. Well, you have to be ready before you watch it.
Yeah.
It's interesting on sort of the flip side of Tariq. I'm watching we paused it so I can come on the show, but I'm gonna go finish it with my wife. We're watching a show that's on Amazon right now called Uncle Tom, and it's a movie. It's a documentary movie about Black conservatives. And so there's all these prominent Black conservatives on there, like Candace Owen and Larry Elders and I forgot the other dude that was a congressman from Florida. That dude's in there. There's a number of them in there. But it's very, very interesting to hear their ideas of politics and Blacks in America. And anyways,
I'm definitely interested in that. It's called
it's on Amazon. It's part of the Amazon Prime thing. It's called Uncle Tom. It's so far it's very interesting.
I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Things I'm going to be doing this week, TV show reviews, and I'm going to be dropping a couple of Robinhood for beginner videos. If you haven't started doing Robinhood options, I'm going to show you how to do that and build confidence. And I'll show you how to make a portfolio for someone who's just starting out. Maybe you only got $1,000 and you're trying to learn. Where can you put that money where it will safely grow and give you some very, very low risk opportunities to get high rewards. I'll be dropping that this week. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to everybody's channel. We will be back live again Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Until that next Sex is Hell video, mask up, get vaccinated, and we'll see you.
Peace.